And I'm back, Chef John, Ghetto Gourmet. Alright, we're making pizza. Playing the power of one. Woo! Look at that dough. That's some dough right there. That's almost enough for 2 pizzas, huh? Little olive oil on top. It was sticking to the sides and in my hands. Oh, careful, careful. All right, and then take this out of here and bam. Here. I'm all oily, so I gotta kind of. Oh my God! I caught you. Alright, I think you can see. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of pull it, push it. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. These guys the other night, after I found out I was being evicted, I was so full of tension and anger and frustration. And you know, if we do things when we're angry, I mean, that's my belief 7, act without anger or fear. That's on my peace up beliefs. And it's really, you know, I strive to like reach the level of my beliefs, you know, that I wrote down on Peace Up, because like, you know, I said, don't, like, you know, wrap this around the man, and the man himself tries to arise himself to the concept of peace up the best he can, you know. We're gonna make this almost a deep dish. Push that all the way up to the sides. Look at that. And do we have enough sauce in there? I think I may need a little bit more sauce to cover all this. Oh, I know what that stuff is. It's the stuff that's been blown from the window off my cutting board onto the, because I keep seeing these little things in the pizza dough. All right. Oops, excuse me. A little bit more tomato sauce. I feel some beauty coming my way, I really do. Going back to Eugene, I have cops in Eugene who actually stop and talk to me like a normal citizen. They don't treat me like the cops here. They don't treat me like a nigger. Cops here treat me, well, not all of them. All right, not all of them. I've met some very proper officers, peace officers. I will call them peace officers. And we talked about that, the concept between a police officer and a peace officer. And yeah, how I'd take a bullet for a peace officer, and a police officer can kiss my ass. Because peace officers, they build communities. They're out there doing what really needs to be done. They're not dirty. They're not like haters. They're not racist. They're just good men and women who've decided to do one of the hardest jobs in the world. You know what I mean? And besides being a politician or trying to, yeah. Well, and no, my job's not that easy either. Imagine that. Standing between the cops and the gangs and all of them and saying you're wrong. You're breaking your community down. You're destroying us all. Yeah, that's kind of a ballsy thing to do. It's not an easy job to do either. All right, so there we have our linguiça, our ground beef, our green peppers. Mamma mia, this will look like a beautiful pizza coming up here. And we're going to get crazy with the cheese. We're going to use the rest of or some of the cheddar. Since it's hanging around, I'm not going to use it all. We're going to use a little smoked Gouda. All right. And pizza cheese and pepperonis. And the kitty is sitting there by the fridge going, where's mine, where's mine, where's mine, where's mine, where's mine? I'll feed the kitties in a second. All right. So, all right. Oh, how much has this cost me so far? By the time I get to the end of this, all right, it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 topping, 6, and 4 different kinds of cheese, right? And it's a large pizza, right? This will cost you $20 to $25 if you go to like La Perla or Mozzie's, or not Mozzie's. Well, do a reputable, nice restaurant here in Eugene, pizza place, and it's going to cost you over 20 bucks to have a pizza like this. And we're looking at about $6 is my cost. What did I do with that cheese? I need that cheese back. What do I do with the cheese? All right, so that's pretty hardcore, those numbers I told you about homeless and alcohol and drug-related deaths in Lane County. And, you know, out of 280,000 people, you're looking at, 1,200 of them recorded in a 10-year period about. To maybe add another 100 on for the hidden grave people and people who are, because a lot of that's going on. I've seen some things here that just, in the island I used to live on, I could tell that somebody was tying somebody up in the back area. I'm going to have to go to the island and take pictures of the area and explain it to you while I'm there. But it's going to be in the book. But see, my book is not just going to be a book. It's also going to be corresponding with anthology of lots of pictures, lots of video, lots of music that I sang over the years. So in the book, when you read about it, you'll be able to actually go and look at. I will. Oh, that's right. Let's put the pepperonis on. I'm gonna half them. But I'm gonna try to contact some big wigs and get this no cause eviction thing here changed, because it's so hard to get into a place here. You have to have over $1,000 often. You have to have perfect like references, and if you actually get into a place and you're actually not a, you know, I'm not a terrible tenant, you know what I mean? I just had issues with one other tenant, and it caused us both to get kicked out. And you know, I mean, there's enough information on cause that I put up to have that happen. But also, you know, it's not easy thing to move, and it's not an easy thing to come up with the down payment and the deposit, and you know, to save all that money. You know, and I say that for any person, and you know, I'm not happy that we all have to move. I'd rather we could have found a place of peace, but sometimes that ain't gonna happen, you know. So we live and we learn and we find better ways, you know. All right, let's get these pepperonis on there. Trying to make sure I get the tomato up high enough on the edges so we get these nice edges. And give it a little push here like that. Then I'm gonna go on the bus with this, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, that man got a pizza!" Feel me? That man got a pizza. Something changed in the weather, the movement in the ground, on the edge of the horizon, I can see a thundercloud, standing by the river, knowing it's all from home. Man, look at that, my hair is all stand up on end. Shines like a single stone, and the power of so many voices turns into the power of one. Power of one. All right, and there's our 2 cheeses, 3 cheeses. Why stop there, right? Why stop there? Four cheese, 4 meat. Papa John's, you can't touch me. I got you beat. So now you know, every time you're buying pizza, you're really getting ripped off bad. But it's nice to go to a pizza house, you know what I mean? There we go. Baba boom. And a little garlic powder. So many voices turns into the power of one. Next, I'm gonna make a pulled pork pizza, but I gotta wait a few days. I'm gonna eat some seafood after this. It's pizza a couple days in a row, or not a couple days. Yeah, actually, I had some. No. I skipped a day. I had rice and stuff last night. All right, there we go. One voice, one mind. One vision of a new Oh, dang. Oh, I hope you were able to see me do that well. I didn't know I was up there like that. It is 15 minutes, so I'm going to let her go, all right? Chef John, Ghetto Gourmet, I want you to have better community.